What it do, Niner fam? Well, the latest news on the Niners, David Lombardi says the 49ers are hoping that Brock Purdy and Ricky Pearsall can ramp up this week. They'll be evaluated Wednesday. Sounds like a chance. Both or at least one returns versus Falcons, but not as likely as George Kittle. So Kittle gonna play. And the Falcons is playing good, man. Falcons is playing good. I was watching that game, man. They end up beating the Bills. That quarterback, they can play. Yeah. They got a nice little defense or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think we can out-scheme them. So I'm not worried about that. I think we can out-scheme them. And the Bills, they beat the Bills. They straight up beat the Bills. You know what I'm saying? They straight up beat the Bills. But like I said, I think we can out-scheme them. I think we got a better scheme, especially if Kittle playing. So it is what it is. Nick Wagner says, 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan says he believes wide receiver Brandon Ayuk is getting closer and closer to being able to return to practice. But there's no definite timetable. No timetable for that. I could care less if Ayuk is going to start. I could care less about Ayuk right now at all. I'd rather Ricky Pearsall come. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Pearsall and then Bourne. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather for that. You know what I'm saying? Nick Wagner says 49ers expect tight end George Kittle to return to practice this week. Cal Shad. Yeah. Kittle gonna start. Kittle gonna start. Kittle gonna play. He's ready to play. Kittle gonna play. Matt Burrows says Shanahan said Fred Warner will have surgery on his right ankle tomorrow. He said Warner should be okay for the offseason program. Yeah, he's done for the heat. That's it. That's it for the season for Fred Warner. You know what I'm saying, but the Winters. I want to know when they're gonna let Nick Martin play. I want to know when they're gonna let Nick Martin play. I want to know that because I want to see Winters and Martin together. You got to remember now, it's when you got positions like that, and Winters was playing. And if you remember in preseason, Nick Martin was balling. So, I want to, let him in there. Let him in there. That's youth. And that's youth. You got to remember, that's depth. So if this ever happens again in the future, we got depth. But I know for sure something got to be done about that offensive line. I don't know. Pooney was getting completely ran over. Literally ran over when he was on his back trying to hold a guy up. I'm like, what? What? That whole side. That's why we can put a lot on Mac Jones in that game. But no time. The offensive line was, and then the calls were so bad. Like I said, I did a whole video on that. The calls were so bad. Tom Brady came out and said something about the call, how bad the calls were. It's like and Tom Brady said somebody was pushing for the Buccaneers to win. He said because the calls were just too bad. They were too bad. And he's speaking out. But I did a whole video on that. But, so they, Shanahan and Saleh, they're going to do something about the O-line. Now, you got to remember, we 4-2. I mean, it ain't no panic time. Only reason the Niners are we're not panicking, but we saying a little bit more is because we have so many injuries. And like I said, we only 6 games in. That's why the Niner fans are saying something, because we know we still got to. Now, the best part about that is we getting people back. We're getting people back. That's what I like. But if you got the O-line like that, man, what you want, Purdy to go down again? Because you got to remember, teams, they looking at our offense like, okay, there's no threat. So they're blitzing like 8 and 9. It's only 11 men on damn defense. They blitzing 8 and 9. So there's no hole. There's no running hole. You see, Christian McCaffrey can't break nothing. Nothing. He might as well just be a wide receiver. I don't know why they don't do that. And let Brian Robinson handle his business. Let him get the pound. Let him get the pound the rock. And just put McCaffrey out there as a wide receiver. He's not getting no holes. It makes no sense. Why he's not getting a hole? There's no threat. What threat is there? Bourne? Come on now, man. He done dropped a few passes. You don't have no threat. But now when you get Kittle come back, Pearsall come back, if IU come back, and you got McCaffrey out there. Now the defense has got to spread out. Now they got to respect you some more. Now they have to. So now you're not blitzing 8 and 9 men against our 5. See? And not just that, sometimes you got to put 2 running backs in the back just to protect him. So now you got 7, possibly 8, because you got to steal a tight end over there. Just blocking. And they ain't really built to be blocking like that all the whole damn time. Like I said, this was the latest. Let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. Peace. I'm out of here.